Hi. Am I filming this literally seconds after I just filmed the last nugget of bullshit video? Maybe. You'll never know. You will know because it's true. I am filming this mere seconds after I just filmed the last one. Can you tell by the fact I'm wearing the same shirt and there's the same knitting stuff on this desk? Can you tell? Okay, this is one that nobody has asked for, but it's something that's brought me a lot of what's the word? I'm a lot more good at doing stuff because of this this sort of method that I stumbled across online, and I think that's kind of, it's something that I didn't know I needed to look out for, didn't know I needed to find, but I'm glad that I did, and I wanted to share it, and maybe if it helps somebody then that's good. If it doesn't help anybody, and if you think that I'm being an annoying weirdo, then that's fine. You can click off the video and go sit in the sun. Go and find a black cat where the sun is shining on them just right that their fur turns a little bit brown, and then maybe you'll have a good day. Okay, so the method that I'm going to be talking about is called the bullet journal method. It was made by a guy called Ryder Carroll. I have not made any notes for this, so if I have got anything wrong, then please do let me know. And as I understand it, Ryder Carroll first invented the bullet journal method by sort of accidentally and through trial and error in school. He was taking notes, and he found that a lot of the time the notes he was taking either weren't useful or took too long to make or things like that. And often the notes would have sort of tasks embedded within them that he'd have to do but wouldn't be able to. For whatever reason it might be that he couldn't find the task in the text, or that it wasn't phrased quite right for him to sort of key in and think, oh, okay, that's another piece of homework I have to do, or whatever it might be. But eventually he devised a system by which notes and tasks were denoted by different symbols and all these different things. And the deeper you get into bullet journaling, the more symbols there are, the more confusing stuff there is. And it can get big and confusing and complex, but it doesn't have to be. I am an idiot. I'm not even right. I know people say that in a self-deprecating way, it's kind of just a fact. Like, I'm okay at maths, but in terms of common sense, I am just an idiot. My wife has literally pulled me out of traffic before now. Look both ways before you cross the road. Be safe when you're crossing roads. Anyway, yeah, the bullet journal method, it sort of boils down to breaking down tasks to their most key components and then setting them out in a very ordered way. And the reason it's helpful for me is because I find it best to break down tasks sort of by a week. I have like a weekly spread over 2 pages, because these are, if I can find it, these are the journals that I use. They are really, really good. They are, I've never been sure how to say it, Leuchtturm, I'm not entirely sure. They are basically just dot grid notebooks. I like these ones because the paper is really good, and I use fountain pens a lot of the time, so the paper being good and of high quality, it's like really important to me. But you can just do this on a piece of paper, like a 50p pad of paper, like that you would put in a binder or something. That's completely fine. But yeah, I will draw up like a sort of a weekly spread of like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday, because normally let's be honest, who does do much at the weekends? Not me. And that's for damn sure. So I put in like just little boxes for Saturday and Sunday, and that's normally for stuff like, oh, it's such and such's birthday, send them a message, or whatever it might be. But the idea is that you create this weekly spread and then you plan out your week in a very rough sense. If you've got like appointments, meetings, or things to do on specific days, then you would write them down, write everything down. So for example, if it's someone's birthday, that goes on a day that week. If I've got a bill that goes out on that day, then I'll write N power and however much the bill is for, and it'll go on that day. If I've got like a deadline that needs going down into the book, it goes into the book. If anything at all that I think might be relevant goes into the book. And then you break that down even further by doing a daily log. And the daily log is sort of the beautiful, clever part of bullet journaling, because it progresses very quickly. The entire idea is that it's like, I think the phrase Ryder Carroll uses is rapid logging, which, I mean, I'm not a fan of that specific turn of phrase because it sounds like you're just doing a number of very quick poos But I'm not trying to do a number of very quick poos at my desk. I'm trying to get work done, so, you know. But yeah, the daily logs, you'll start off and you'll just put down sort of the dates and any important information at the top. Like I put down Chloe's, what's the word I'm looking for? Shift. The sort of hours she's working that day, because that's really helpful for me to sort of look at my watch and think, right, it's 2 o'clock, Chloe finishes at whatever time, and then I'll figure out how much time I've got left and how many things I can do in that time. And then I can sort of break it down and say, okay, well, these are tasks that I need to get done in the day when there's nobody else in the house apart from the cat, and these are tasks I can maybe do with Chloe sat over there crocheting, or Chloe downstairs watching TV, or whatever it might be. And then these are tasks that need to be done in personal time. So things like if I wanted to, I can't even think of anything now, bake a loaf of bread with like a certain specific, sorry, my monitor's going dead weird. Bake a loaf of bread with like a certain specific recipe or something, that would be a task I would log as like a personal time task. So that's also something that I would consider. But the idea is that you put all of the tasks down at the top of the day, and then you sort of denote them in a way that is different to, these are the things I'm going to do in the next 5 minutes. So what I do is sort of hollow circles, like a donut almost. And then that is how I denote a task is in the top planning portion of the day. And then you break that down even more and you say, right, I'm going to write down just the tasks I need to do sort of now, sort of thing. This is my own personal way of doing it. It works for me really well, because I tend to get, if I have like a really long to-do list, I tend to feel overwhelmed, and then I just don't do anything on the list. So typically I'll pick 5 things that need doing, and I'll put them next to a dot and say, okay, here's the thing that he's doing. It'll be an article for such and such, 1,000 words. I need to take the bin out, I need to do this, I need to do this, and it'll be like a little list of 5 things. You do the 5 things, pick another 5 things off the list, and then you just work your way through the day. And the thing that it makes it really work for me is that it's small steps that you can establish easily, and that you can work through easily over the course of a day. And I feel it means that I get a lot more done than if I wasn't doing this system, or at least a lot more done than when I wasn't doing this system, because that's just something I used to do. I started doing this in 2017, maybe? But I only started doing it seriously, sort of 2019-ish. Actually, no, I can see it over there, yeah, because I keep all the old books. Bear with me. Okay, because I keep all the old books. So like this one is the one I used from the 16th of November 2020 to the 19th of April 2021, which was not that long ago. I just started a new one, and then it has the date and bullet journal number 4 on the side, and then this is to do with a whole different system that is going on behind the scenes. But the idea is that I will remember, oh well, what was I doing on the 27th of March 2019, and I can find it in the books and I can look through and it's there and I can go and have a look. And that is less to do with getting work done, more to do with like a diarying system. Like if there's something big going on in my life at the time, it goes in the book. Everything all sort of goes into the one book, and everything that comes out the other end is like a really interesting, like a snapshot of my life, a snapshot of that day. And I think that's weirdly important in a funny way, and it's really helped me to not only remember stuff more, but also to sort of take a new appreciation for what's going on. It's like, yeah, I have got all this work to do, and then you just do a little dash and write down a physical note of what's going on that day. Think of, oh, this cool thing happened today, or oh, it was such and such birthday party today, we did this. And that was really nice. Also, it's just really good. I'm getting loads of stuff done, and I'm remembering stuff. This is like just the emotional side of it, is like, I just really enjoy doing it. I've always had a bit of a love of stationery. I mean, look at this pen. Chloe got me this pen for my 21st birthday. It is a Vanishing Point fountain pen. You ready for this? It clicks. And then it's a fountain pen nib. How good's that? And like, I even get fancy about the pencils I used. I think I got sent these in like a Secret Santa. How crazy is that? And I've always loved sort of stationery, and it's really nice to be able to sit down in the morning and physically write down on paper with a pen what needs to be done that day. Because I used to use, before it became Microsoft's proprietary to-do software, I used Wunderlist, or Wunderlist, I'm not entirely sure, because it's like the German sort of spelling, so I'm not entirely sure how I'm supposed to pronounce it, but that's what I used to use, and it worked, but it just made me get stuff done. I didn't feel like I was efficiently doing anything. I was just kind of present while things were happening, basically, and that annoyed me, to be honest. So yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm doing bullet journaling. I would recommend you give it a go too. You can go out and buy the book that Ryder Carroll wrote. I bought the book, I read the book, I liked the book, but you don't have to. That's something that he's made sort of very abundantly clear. All the bits that you will need to get started are on his website, which there'll be a link in the description. There are also scores and scores and scores of people doing bullet journaling stuff on Instagram, on Pinterest, on YouTube, everywhere you can possibly think. It is massive. And while I'm doing this from a very sort of utilitarian perspective of like, no, we're just gonna write down, my journals are very Spartan, it's just writing in boxes, and that's it. People get really beautiful with it. People buy fancy pens and make illustrations and like, what's the word? Like, you know those old manuscripts where monks would like do like illustrated letters every now and then carefully write out everything else. And those are some, there are beautiful bullet journals online. And while that's not my personal thing, because I prefer the speed and the efficiency, if that's the kind of thing that you'd be into, that is also the kind of thing that can be offered by a great system like this. It's a really low barrier for entry, and it's really helped me out. If it helps you out, then great. If it doesn't help you out, then also great. I wanted to share it though, because it really has helped me out. I get stuff done now. Since, what time did I say? The first day in the bullet journal down there is the 22nd of October 2018. So, it's proof these glasses work. So since then, I've been getting a lot of stuff done. And like, it's also helpful to be able to I keep a contents page in these books, where like I have stuff written down along with like page numbers. So it's like, oh right, well, my notes for the Star Wars prequels are on page 131, and then I will go and find the page. It's just a really good system. It really is a great system. I would give it a go. If you give it a go and don't like it, you haven't lost anything, and it's really, really good. I use lots of different colours of pens and pencils and everything. You don't need to. All you need is a biro and a piece of paper, and it's really good. Okay, that is the end of my nonsense to do with this. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you do give bullet journaling a try, because it's really, really good. It's helped me a lot. I'm sure it would help at least some people that watch this video. It's really good. Okay, thank you very much for watching. Remember to drink some water, like and subscribe. Apparently you're supposed to say that in your YouTube videos. Did you not know you were supposed to do that already? That is, do you know what I mean? If you're on YouTube and you like somebody's content, you subscribe, right? But yeah, we did recently pass 100 subscribers also. How great is that? I know we made a little short video about it where Danny was being silly, but how great is that? That is utterly fantastic to know that we've passed 100 subscribers, and that there are 100 people, I think it's 102 or 101 now, that actively really like our content and want to be informed when more comes out. How brilliant is that? So thank you very much if you have subscribed to the channel. If you've not, give it a cheeky subscribe. What's the worst that could happen? Okay, right, this is actually definitely the end now. Thank you for watching. Drink some water, be kind, be silly, give bullet journaling a go, check out our podcast. Okay, thank you very much. Have a lovely day.